Hello YouTube, it is me, Raina. So yes, it's official. The Harry Potter reboot is coming out on HBO Max, or I should say Max. What a stupid name. So remember the other week when I told you that they were going to have Warner Media, whatever it's called this week, was going to have like an upfront to announce their new shows and whatever. Well, yes, it was today, and they announced the Harry Potter reboot. You should see my previous video to know my reaction to it. I'm just going to tell you that unfortunately it's official. So it is true. The only story that J.K. Rowling and these bastards can tell is about Harry Potter. I mean, it's sad. It really, really is sad that it has come to this. And you know what? It's all her fault. It's all her fault. Like, we didn't do anything to fans. We didn't do anything. We saw the movies, we read the books, and the movies made $1 billion or whatever. But with her ways, with her partnering up with hate movements over there in the UK, being a transphobe, anti-Semite, and saying these asinine things on Twitter, I mean, it's her fault that the Fantastic Beasts movies failed. I mean, they were bad, but then her alignings did not help at all. And this is, God help the writers. God help the actors to be attached to this. Oh my God. PR is going to be a nightmare. Who knows what trouble she's going to be in the next few years? Because this is going to take a while to create, to write, to cast, to film. It's going to take a while, like next to like maybe a year or two, maybe 3 if you want to be, if you want to predict it. But like, who knows in time of what J.K. Rowling going to be doing? Because like I said, she's already having brunches, she's having lunches, she's partnering up, she's responding on Twitter, she's being public, she has a whole dumbass podcast about a witch hunt. But this witch hunt got her a whole, 10-year TV deal with her shitty series. Sorry for this cussing. I'm just really angry about this because this hateful demon got what she wanted when it came to this whole series. And the dumb CEO or whomever this person is saying that he won't comment on J.K. Rowling's anti-trans stance because it's an online issue. Oh, it's an online issue when we have people over here making laws against trans people, trying to deny them healthcare, trying to deny them a right to live, trying to deny them basically to live a normal life, to be murdered every single second. Do you know the highest murder rate in this country is black trans women? We don't know about it because it's not reported, because the police don't care about black people, nor even black trans women. So what about that? That's not online. That's real life. It is life and death out here for LGBTQ people, especially trans people, and especially black trans women out here. They are dying by the minute. And here are you championing this woman of giving her more money. I mean, she's already rich, so there's nothing we can do about that. But just even giving it more out there. I mean, wow. This feels like someone just beating you to a pulp and will not stop. Like, this is just outright just disrespectful. And it's like, it's one thing to do like, oh, let's do like another part of the universe that we have not, told a story of yet or whatever. But to regurgitate the same exact story, I could give a flying hell about, oh, this was left out in the movies. I don't care. No one cared. The movies made over $1 billion. No one gave a crap about, oh, Spew was left out. Oh, Ginny didn't do this, or that character was, this lore or that lore. No one gave a crap. The movies made over $1 billion. The last 2 movies were some of the highest rated movies in the years that they came out. No one gave a crap about that. If they did, the movies would have bombed like Percy Jackson. But speaking of Percy Jackson, guess who's coming out? Percy Jackson is going to have a TV series. And like I said in my previous video, the reason why the original movies did not do well is because they weren't adapted well. That's why they're doing a remake. The same thing happened with the Mortal Instruments. The movies bombed, they went to TV. The same thing with the Golden Compass. The movies bombed, they went and did His Dark Materials on HBO. The same thing with Lord of the Rings. Those movies did well, obviously, but they're telling a different story. Star Wars telling different stories. Star Trek telling different stories. Same characters here and there, but telling different stories. Even with Marvel, they finna get the X-Men back. They finna get Fantastic Four. Look at what they did with Spider-Man. Total different story. They finna tell a whole different story with the X-Men and with Fantastic Four once we get those movies to come out. Different stories. The same thing, and it's like they did it with Batman. I mean, we went back in time, but it's a whole different story, different characters, and different parts of the universe. But they can't do that with Harry Potter because they know that it would fail. And they know that this story works because it works on nostalgia and it works on, people my age to be like, oh, remember, I grow up. There are way more things to be interested in now, more than ever. We have an oversaturation of TV. Movies are coming out the wazoo. There is a bajillion streaming services to pay for. Okay, this series is going to be regurgitation. I don't care if they do a whole flashback episode, if we get the whole spew arc, and I just do not care. If you people really did care, truthfully care, those movies would have made billions of dollars at the box office when they came out. If people were actually that stingy, and I said, hey, I didn't like this, Harry Potter wouldn't have been a cultural phenomenon. It would have been like Percy Jackson. It would have been like Aragon. It would have been like the Mortal Instruments. It would have been like those that failed, like Golden Compass. Do you know how many of those book to movie adaptations failed during the reign of Harry Potter? It was a lot of them. A whole lot because they were critically failures. Fans hated it. They bombed at the box office. But guess who remained supreme? It was Harry Potter. Like I said, I don't care if it's close to the book. J.K. Rowling is a hateful demon, and people who are involved, the higher up execs, are hateful demons who align with her because they are anti-trans, they're anti-human, and she spends her time hating on a group of people just because they want to be who they are. And, we're in a time right now where laws are being made worldwide against a group of people because they don't agree with who they are. And they rather belittle and bully and terrorize these people, trans people. Okay? She is a demon and she should be stopped. And everything that she gets should be stopped. And that's all I have to say about this from now. So if you disagree with me, you can click off. I don't care. I'm angry about this, and everyone should be. I don't care if this is going to give even more attention if we hate or this or whatever. I know my morals. I know my value. Say I'm holier than thou, whatever. I'm a human being, and I want to live in a decent world. Everyone in this world deserves decency and respect. The bar is literally in hell when people ask for that. And every single day I hear a new bill. This is against this is against that. All this, all that. Want to ban drag queen shows, want to do this. We're having a hateful movement. There's always been a hateful movement against the LGBTQ community, but it's being so loud and so in our face, and these laws are being made every single day, and it's tiring. It's tiring. And she is the big mouthpiece, the big, whatever you want to call it, to this movie because of who she is, because she is J.K. Rowling. And she should know better. But I guess she thinks she knows better because she's going to get more money from this. I hope that money is worth the blood on your hands when more trans people either die or kill themselves because of people like you who support her and someone like her who keeps platforming those hateful people. And I'm done. Bye.